DFW. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Runway DFW. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Runway DFW. Runway DFW, Runway DFW. Ooh, I'm the DFW, Runway DFW. Ooh, Runway DFW, Runway DFW, Runway DFW. Ooh, Runway DFW, Runway DFW, Runway DFW. Ooh, yeah. Runway DFW, Runway DFW. Runway DFW, Runway DFW. Runway DFW, Runway DFW. Ooh, I'm the
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be on this big blue marble. It's Walt with you, back with another edition of Runway DFW, this time from 13 miles southwest of where we normally are. We're at Dallas Love Field this morning. So we'll check out the planes, mostly southwest. We may get some Bizjets. If we're lucky, we may see a Delta or an Alaska plane coming and going, but we'll be here with you for the next couple of hours. So hang out with us on Runway DFW. Good morning. We are here as you saw in the preview over here on the one of the parking decks of the DFW you should have a bingo card to see how many times I say DFW Airport instead of Dallas Love Field. But yes, we are at Dallas Love Field today. I should have like a big card in front of me which says Dallas Love Field. But we are waiting for planes. You know, it's not quite as busy here as over at DFW Airport. We are on the west side of Dallas Love Field this morning, and that is so that we don't have the sun looking right at us. So we should have a nice view of the planes as they come and go. We've seen a few so far, but our first action of the day will be a DART train. Yes, that's the DART commuter line, light rail they call it. That looks to be the red line, headed north. So there you go, activity. Wait a minute. One of the reasons I came to Love Field today is because I anticipated, due to the weather, that we'd be having north flow, which is not a great view from Founders Plaza where we normally are at DFW Airport. But we've got south flow going here at Love Field. And I'll tell you more about this plane in just a second. I think the last time we were out here was in April here at Love Field. Is that in the lower right-hand corner of the screen? That must be eradicated. Ah. Okay. Still getting my bearings here.
Just 3612, taxi average report, good day. Good day, Temple 7212.
Let me see if I can provide some identification for that. That was flight 3612, Southwest Airlines, 737-800 off to Austin, Texas. And the plane we saw coming in before that was flight 3796 coming in from Kansas City.
3873 left tower, nav to Dorset, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
Dorset 13 left, clear takeoff, Southwest 3873.
Getting some interesting fiery sun reflections on the downtown Dallas buildings. See if we can zero in on that. Okay, I haven't been ignoring you, everyone. I've just been trying to get... It's just a different setup where we are here, and I'm still getting used to it. So let me make sure I am in line to see everything that's coming in here. And we'll start to say hello. We've got Marco Celli, channel member, saying good morning. Hello, Marco. Heath Shelton, channel member with a $10 super chat. Thank you for the morning stream. Have an iced coffee on me. You know, as soon as this broadcast ends and I pack everything up, I'm headed to the nearest Starbucks because that is where I will be spending the first few hours of my regular work day. So thank you, thank you, Heath.
Ours is 34BT with you on the whiskey for 13 left.
Just 3452 left tower, wind, calm, runway 13 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 13 left.
There's a plane going off on the east side. We don't see the east side from here. So Marco says hi, hello to you. I'm trying to find everybody else here. Beaker and Honeydew, channel member and moderator, says lots of flights delayed because of outages. Computers are all down. Oh, well, that's interesting. Allison Tidy says, I've never heard of this airport. Well, Dallas Love Field is the second, well, it used to be the primary airport here in Dallas-Fort Worth. But that was supplanted 50 years ago this year by Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. But Love Field's been here for quite a long time. Right now it serves primarily Southwest Airlines, although Alaska and Delta also have a handful of flights into and out of here. Plus there's a lot of business jets here, the occasional military aircraft, and some cargo sometimes. Steve Lundaby, channel member, says, good morning, everyone. Marco reminding us that Kevin and Rudy are at Chicago O'Hare today. I think their broadcast starts at 11 Central Time, so we'll be done with our... You can watch us till about 9 o'clock, and then we'll have a little chat extravaganza as I pack up. And then you'll have a time for a little break before Kevin and Rudy fire things up there at ORD. Martha D says, tuning in from Boston, looking forward to hanging out. Thank you for streaming. Really appreciate it. And don't forget the like. Thank you, Martha. Cajun Josh says, DJ Walt, you taking a request? Would love to hear you throw your old jingle Boston Community into the mix. Well, you know what? It's very quiet here. I don't think it'll be disturbing to anyone if I can find it here on my board. That's a nice jingle. I like that. But I have to find it. Oh, here it is. I think it's Boston Commonality is what it's called. So here we go. Jingle request. All right, wake up, everybody. I think we have a, do we have a wake up jingle? I think we do.
In the morning.
Well, we may be doing some DJing here as there's not a lot of aviation activity at the moment, but, well, we can bring you some trains. Got a dart train going in the other direction now. The red line again. I think it's the red line and the green line both use this route. And even though it is, the trains go immediately adjacent to the runways here at Love Field, there is no official... There's no Love Field stop here. You've got to get on a bus from a train station to get to the terminals at Love Field. I think there's some plan in the future to rectify that, but it's been a long time since I've been over on this side of Love Field, and it's not visually as interesting as the other side, as the east side, because there's more terminals, more hangars on the other side. But again, I came over to this side so the sun would be at our backs instead of in our faces. That was a Cessna 650 Citation 7. It's headed out to depart, but we don't have a destination for that private aircraft. We can't do this. Let's see here. Speaking of jingles...
1996.
All right, that's a 20th century Bizjet, 28 years old. Just can't tell you where it's going. John Kelly Grant says, beautiful morning in Texas. Dover Rain says, I miss the old jingles too, not a fan of AI. Well, you know, we're trying to use the AI jingles judiciously. But I appreciate that. So we're looking out for this. Well, let's see. I think it was on its way out to take off. We've kind of lost it in the trees over there. This is so much more laid back than DFW Airport, at least at this time of day. Well, the plane just kind of disappeared. The one we were trying to track. Well, we'll keep an eye on it.
Medevac 806 Quebec, left tower, RNAV to Dorset, runway 13 right, clear to go.
13 right, cleared for takeoff, RNAV to Dorset, Medevac 806 Quebec.
Oh, there it is. It's all the way at the end of the runway now. The little thing moves pretty fast. My panning arm couldn't quite keep up with it. Well, we'll go back to a beauty shot here as we await our next contestant. Beaker and Honeydew says, we have a gate, we have a flight crew, we have people, computers are down, and no airplane. Where are you, Beaker and Honey? Are you at DFW or are you at Love Field? Twain C. Channel member says, good morning all. Nice morning in the Metroplex. More music talk from Cajun Josh. Loved the old outro music that played in the streams about a year ago during the channel member acknowledgement slides that would play. It was a very upbeat piece. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what that was. We may go through a lot of music today. I don't know. Finnair A350 fan, Dallas, Australia, says good morning, everyone.
Ready to push with information. Bravo.
2353, what's the gate?
16.
Roger, please show discretion now, let ground, no monitor ground, 1275.
BK says good morning. Aviation Geek.
1636, visual 13 right.
Hello, Walton, everyone.
36 left tower, wind calm, runway 13 right, clear to land.
Clear land 13 right, southwest, 636.
Okay, well, we got a plane coming in. I do believe. Looking like flight 1636 from Houston, a MAX 8. So let us get spun around for that. There, off in the distance, is the Love Field Tower. This plane's still kind of far away. So we'll get you pointed in the general direction of things. Should turn off my alerts here. We have a new subscriber. Thank you for that. Regrettably, I am unable to read what you sent. Oh, that is not... Got to do some focusing there. All right. All right, there's the incoming plane from Houston Hobby.
1396 left tower, nav Dorset, 13 left, crypto go.
RNAV, Dorset, 13 left, cleared for takeoff, southwest, 1396.
And when you hear them talking about 13 left, that's on the east side of the airport. We're looking at 13 right. Come on, max 8. Something unusual popped up on my radar last night. It was kind of late last night when there was a Southwest plane that apparently landed at DFW Airport. That's very highly unusual. I can only think that because it was so late, maybe it was after hours here at Love Field, or maybe they had some noise restrictions which prohibited it from landing, and so I don't know what happened to it, or if it made a little short hop flight back over to Love Field later on. We have a new member by the name of Stephen Western. So the MAX 8 heads over to the terminal area. We don't get a view of the terminal area from this vantage point. Where we usually set up over on the east side of the airport, we can get a glimpse of a corner of the terminal and some ramp operations, but from here it's kind of not so much. Devin Barnes says, Walt, how are you? I am goodish. No, I'm good. I have no problems here.
290 Charlie, 13603, RNAV to Dorset, runway 13 left, clear takeoff.
And we get a good morning from Stephanie Hutchison. And this is one of our longest term members, 14 months of membership. Good morning to you, Stephanie. Thank you very much for your faith in Runway DFW. See if we can peek in on a hangar across the way here while we wait for the next activity. So Stephanie Hutchinson is one of our original members, and Stephen Western says that citation that we saw taking off was headed to Vail, Colorado. And I'm hearing a plane now. It's taking off over on the east side. Let me see. Going kind of.
2353, wind 0103, RNAV to Dorset, runway 13 right, clear takeoff.
Kind of see it going up from here.
Takeoff southwest, 2353. Over 290 Charlie, Lima, coverage, departure. Or departure, 290 Charlie, thank you.
I don't even see that. Oh, there it is. That was a Bombardier Challenger 300 going to parts unknown. But meanwhile, we have another Southwest departure on 13 right. I have to say, I don't have the most ergonomic setup today.
Southwest 2353, can I range departure? Contact departure, Southwest 2353.
It's kind of a nice location here because instead of our usual position at Founders Plaza, where we're at the end of a runway, here we're kind of right smack dab in the middle of it. Well, what we had there was going to Houston Intercontinental. It was a 737, Southwest Flight 2353. So I am now scanning the skies for our next departure or arrival. So hang out with us here on Runway DFW at Dallas Love Field just after 7 o'clock in the morning here. I guess I should do something like this. You're watching Runway DFW live from Dallas Love Field in Dallas, Texas. Just a stone's throw from downtown, you see there. And we'll be here with you for the next 2 hours if everything technically works out. So hang out with us here at Runway DFW.
This is Runway DFW.
In the morning.
Well, we'll jingle you up while we can, while we await our next activity. Well, we'll look over to the eastern sky to give you a shot of the sunrise. Oh, Josh Aldrich up there in Oklahoma City says he's got an issue due to a sinkhole leading to a water main break, so there's no water in the Aldrich residence this morning. That's a bummer. Janelle Wilson, channel member, says happy Friday. Hello to you, Janelle. Thank you. And I see Gerard. I didn't want to miss Gerard there in the chat room. Hello, Gerard. We're broadcasting at a time that's a little more compatible to Gerard, who's in the Netherlands. So it's kind of lunchtime where you are. Breakfast time for us. Keith Holloway, channel member, says good morning, Walt, and everyone. Hello, Keith. Thank you for your support of the channel. I'm afraid we don't have a lot to bring to you at this moment, but we hope that things will improve as far as that goes. This is always a challenge for broadcasting when nothing is happening on a live broadcast. So the host needs to have some snappy patter. How am I doing so far? Not that great. Well, there's a Southwest Airlines snack truck there, along next to a parked plane. Trying to remember if I've done a breakfast show from here before. I know I've been here in midday and towards the afternoon and evening, but I don't know if I've done a breakfast show from Love Field. Maybe this argues against it. I don't know. Well, it'll probably pick up in the next 2 hours. One would hope. Meanwhile, we'll do a little bird watching here if the bird cooperates with us. It looks to be a grackle, standing on one leg. A little balancing act. A few trains at, channel member says, at least the heat won't be as much of a problem this time. Yeah, as you can see, it's very pleasant, 74 degrees Fahrenheit here in North Texas. Lester Gerber says, good morning, everyone. We don't have the eclipse to look forward to today like we did at the last broadcast from Love Field. Well, that is true. Actually, I think we did one, I'm trying to remember, I think we did a broadcast after that, but it's still been about 2 or 3 months since we've been out here. Steve Lundaby, channel member, says, Walt, how about the Forbidden song? It might jumpstart things. I know I will like it. I usually try to reserve that to the end because some viewers it puts off. I don't know. Josh, here's the grackle. No, take that back. Here's the cackle of the grackle. I was looking for this. There we go. Do, 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 do. Is absolutely nothing happening. I'll blame it on computer issues with the airlines, right?
Southwest 5213, push off at 18. 6 grounds, 0.75.
Well, there's some activity. This grackle's being very cooperative. Whoa. There's just a big thud. I don't know if you saw the vibration. Big thud on the garage here. Stephen Western,
Slow tower, Southwest 3555, visual 13 right.
new channel member, says there's a
3575, low tower, wind 010.
plane due out to Midway.
1 right, clear plane, Southwest 3555.
And I see it on yon radar, but it is going out on the north side of the airport on 13 left. So maybe we'll flip around the screen and or flip around the camera. We'll at least see it rise into the sky. This is ornithology at its best, ladies and gentlemen. Linda Kavinsky says, should be an interesting day today at the airports.
Wind 010 at 3, RNAV the door set, runway 13 left,
Aaron W. says, don't fret the slow times. I watched the teddy bear guy from the UK, and it can be hours between planes. Could be an idea to get some teddy bears. That's a thought. Wisconsin Dave, bird watching channel. All right, what's the status of the plane to Midway? Flight 755, a 737-800 going to Midway. We will now, at this time, flip around camera 1. Get ourselves lined up to watch a plane going into the sky. How about that? No, Dave noted there was no livery on that bird. Okay, I hear the sound of a revving 737. So let's see what happens here. The anticipation is palpable. Meanwhile, I just missed a plane coming in on this side. What? From Nashville comes flight 3575, 737-800. Good morning to Nashvillians who are now arriving in Big D. A little ding on its engine nacelle there, some speed tape it looks like, doesn't it? Well, things happen. I think we finally got some things happening here. We've got three planes going out. The first takeoff is going to be to Phoenix. It'll be a flight 2407, a 737-800. Then right behind this plane, there'll be Southwest Airlines flight number 1 going to Houston Hobby Airport in Texas.
Southwest 2407, can I reach departure?
Departure Southwest 2407.
So now we're going to take a look at Flight 1 to Houston. So it'll be a MAX 8, which is about a year and a half old. And that's not it there. The plane in the foreground there, I believe, is flight 5213 to San Antonio. And that's followed by a FlexJet Bombardier Challenger 350 going to Aspen. What's going on in Aspen? So there's two other planes that are out of our sight currently. Waiting for clearance to take off on 13 right here at Dallas Love Field for this Friday morning edition of Runway DFW. Where's our clock?
Southwest 5213, left air, you can be ready again.
How are we supposed to know what time it is?
Southwest 5213, left air, wind 0203, RNAV to door set, runway 13 right, clear for
There
takeoff.
it is.
RNAV door set, clear for takeoff 13 right, Southwest 5213.
So I may have the wrong flight number here. They said flight 5213.
Ship 583, left air, Roger, be going next.
Oh no, that's the one to San Antonio. So it looks like the plane going to Houston is apparently in a holding pattern down there at the top of 13 right. So there's flight 5213.
One more challenger off your left, and then I'll get you moving on. Fluxus 583 left tower, runway 13 right, line of point. Southwest 1, you can make that left turn, Charlie 10, then hold short, runway 13 right.
We're going to pull up and hold short, 13 right, Southwest 1.
6 stripe 280 left tower, you can make that left turn, Charlie 10, hold short, runway 13 right.
Left turn, Charlie 10, hold short, 13 right, 6 stripe 280.
Southwest 547 left tower, you want me?
Yeah, we're with you.
Okay, you're going to be after the Embraer jet. I got the bump post head down, I got hobby release time.
Okay, we'll follow it in, Southwest 547.
Southwest 5213, can I reach up? 32.
I do have to say that in all the time I've been plane spotting, which is not that long, relative to some other people. I've just been doing this since the end of 2021. I've never encountered a flight that had a flight number of Flight 1, as we're about to see. I think it's lined up now to take off, but first, this. A new subscriber, Luis Perez, if I read that correctly. Thank you, Luis.
Departure frequency 583.
Southwest 1, wind calm, RNAV the door set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV door set, clear for takeoff.
And here goes Flight 1.
6 stripe 280, runway 13 right, line of wave traffic, 5 mile phone.
13 right, line for wait, 6 stripe 280.
Southwest 2513 left tower,
Go 13 right.
man, stepping in. Southwest 2513 left tower, continue bound from runway 13 right, traffic holding in position.
Yeah, once again, this is a MAX 8.
Southwest 1, can I reach punch?
Departure today, Southwest
Looks like we have an Embraer 145 next in line.
Traffic 3 mile final.
This will be a JSX flight to Houston Hobby Airport.
Southwest 2513, runway 13 right, clear to land, wind calm.
Calm winds, clear to land, 13 right, south 2513.
JSX flight 280. Daniel Hensley, our newest subscriber. Thank you, Daniel.
Nation Charlie, current level altimeter is 3007. Extract 280, can I reach Parker?
Parker, Bridge 206.
And now, because this is a runway which services both takeoffs and landings, takeoffs will pause now as Flight 2513 sails in over Bachman Lake. It's 737, or a 737-700
miles out, runway 13 right, line away.
coming in from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Southwest 4461, we're 9 mile left base for 13 right.
Plus 4461, left taxi, map from the 13 right, traffic, hold main position. Charlie 4, left turn Charlie, contact ground point 10 bucks.
Charlie 4, left turn Charlie, ground point 10 5.
So 547, wind calm, RNF is doorstep, and we want the right foot.
Right on here.
4854, left there, we want the right line, late, company 5 miles down.
13 right, line for white, 48.
Anonymous favoring us with a $20 tip. Thank you so much, Anonymous. That was flight number. Flight 547 going to Nashville, 737-800.
So 4461, wind 0703, runway 13 right, cleared land.
Cleared land, 13 right, 4461.
So this plane's going to take off before another plane is cleared, or another plane has been cleared to land on this same runway right after this one takes off. Remember, you're just with a $2 super chat. Says, hey, Walt, are flights back to normal? I have no idea. I know we're seeing a lot of flights on the move right now. but I haven't had chance to read up on whatever the problem may have been.
Boeing 737, 4 mile left base, runway 13 right, line of way, just ready.
Line of way 13 right, thank you.
And because I don't come out here to Love Field very often, I don't know if this is normal traffic or light traffic or heavy traffic. I don't know.
If you're able to start reducing airspeed.
Continue 13 right, reduce speed, Southwest 4791.
Next left turn Charlie, kind of ground plug of us.
This is flight 4461 from St. Louis. It's a 737. 700. Well, there's a special livery dart train there. I believe it's wrapped in a beer commercial. All right, let's see what we got over here. Taking off there was Jet Links Aviation Flight 43 to Los Cabos.
Southwest 372 left, check in for exit.
Good morning, just got the handoff, 13 right.
Arriving now, Flight 4791 from Austin, Texas, a 737-800.
Southwest 372.
Southwest 246 left tower, company is 4 miles out, runway 13 right, line of point just ready.
13 right, line of wait, we'll be ready, Southwest 246.
I do have to say, it's so nice in the morning to see the planes with the sunlight not behind them. So did we tell you what that was? That was Flight 4791 from Austin, yes? And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Dallas Love Field, it is the home of Southwest Airlines. In fact, its corporate headquarters are right across the street. And about 90, I don't know, more than 90% of the passenger traffic here goes to Southwest Airlines.
So 3900 left, how are you on first good?
Incoming now from Midway Airport. Flight 372, a 737-700, Midway Airport in Chicago.
One more up parallel. So the 1293 left there, company's 4.5 miles out, runway 13 right, line up way just ready.
Line up way 13 right, South 1293. Left tower, Southwest 3900, visual 13 right.
3900 left tower, if you're able to start reducing airspeed, continue inbound from my 13 right, traffic's holding in position.
Alright, we'll continue and we'll start flowing Southwest 3900.
This one's going short, I think.
If you can make it, Charlie 5, left turn Charlie,
Wow.
ramp 175.
Southwest 372 is a line.
So 1293, wind calm, RNAV to Dorset, runway 13 right, clear takeoff, company's 3.5 mile home.
RNAV, Dorset, clear takeoff, 13 right, Southwest 193.
Southwest 3900, thanks for your help, wind calm, runway 13 right, clear line.
13 right, clear to land, Southwest 3900.
Or 77 Alpha Delta, left tower, runway 13 left, line point.
Flight 1293 is off to San Jose. 737-800. Special livery.
Southwest 1293, can I reach one?
Arch, Southwest 193 more.
Southwest 1255, left tower, ground frequency, copy short final, wind 0603, runway 13
Well, I had
right,
the
clear line.
Triple Crown livery,
13 right.
which I'm unfamiliar with. Flight 3900 is arriving now from San Antonio, Texas. 737-800.
Number 77 Alpha Delta, wind 0603, RNAV to Dorset, runway 13 left, clear takeoff. Number 451, respect to
Jason, we'd like to thank you for a $5 tip. Love the videos, says Jason. Thank you, Jason. And got a Max 8 getting ready to take off for Washington National Reagan Airport as soon as this one gets out of the way. We have a $20 super chat from channel member Cubs Win. Thank you, Cubs Win. Appreciate that. Wendy celebrating 8 months of membership. Thank you, Wendy. And Beaker and Honeydew, a longtime channel member, 11 months. Channel member and moderator. Glad we were able to catch the stream this morning as we await our plane to go from DFW to Denver during this global flight outage. Well, see, I'm in the dark about this global flight outage. I need to read up on it, I guess. We have flight 1255 coming in from Birmingham. So obviously there's no global flight outage here at
13 right, clear to land, Southwest 312.
Dallas Love Field. Our little rush may be over. Oh no, I see another plane coming in after this one.
451, Quebec here, can I reach one?
Good day, good day, 451, Quebec.
Man, this plane's going long. Look at the time. It's 7:37. How appropriate. Oops. Why, I haven't put a camera menu up on the screen in ages. Sorry about that.
Bizjet 468 left, are you ready to go down? Bizjet 468. Bizjet 468 left, are you ready to go? Bizjet 468 left, 4 out, just keep it rolling. RNF to door set, only 1 to left, look at it. 7 left there, 1 Phenom will depart first. Your arrival is taking runway now, wind 0703, only 1 to left for land. 4535 left there, 1 to right runway. 1 to right Charlie 3 left on Charlie, contact ground point 7.
Another arrival going long.
Southwest 1724, reduce to your final approach speed, traffic will be holding in position. I'll keep it forward.
That's flight 312. A 737-700. Arriving from Panama City, Florida. Randy Bucksbaum says, nice to see Southwest flying. Not many planes in the air right now. Chad Hart, channel member. Good morning, Walt. Dallas Love Field is pretty nice. It's not a bad place to hang out. Poised for takeoff to... Where is this going to?
5005 left air, company's 4.5 mile final, runway 13 left, line of wing, be ready to go.
I'll have to let you know in a minute.
Turn right, Mike 2, right on Mike, ground, point 7.
Mike 2, Mike, point 7.
So just to orient you, we are north of downtown Dallas by a few miles. Planes are taking off to the south. So south flow. Of course, the runways here are not north-south runways. They are kind of crosswind runways, so that planes taking off pretty much to the southeast.
Southwest 1724, thanks again for your help. Wind 0704, runway 13 for land.
13 right, clear land, or 13 left, clear land, 1724.
Super.
Left tower, Challenger 595, Telephone behind the southwest, 13 left.
And now back to Birdwatch 24,
For wake turbulence, your number 2,
a service of Runway DFW.
Runway 13 left, clear land.
5 Telephone, clear land, number 2, 13 left.
Mary Extraordinaire says, hello, everyone. Mary's a channel member, and you know, while I'm thinking about it, I should probably put our credits up here. Our credits, our thanks to our channel members. And the list begins with our good aviation buddy, James Webb, who is the official channel sponsor of Runway DFW. Thank you, James. And now I will do my best to enunciate the names of our quad jet channel members. This list was compiled as of 11 o'clock last night, so if you are a new member today, watch for your name on an upcoming broadcast. But here are our quad jet members, the highest level of membership here at Runway DFW. 757 Chip, A-list flyer Chris, Alan J, Beaker and Honeydew, Beve, Cubs win. And thanks for that super chat earlier, Cubs win. Dan Griffiths, Deborah Klein, Dimitri H, Dwayne C, James Webb, Josh Aldrich. Hello, Josh. And thank you. Kai, KS Avgeek, Lori M, Michael Flannery, Michelle R.S., Mike G, Aid Nordine, R. Bauer 25, Raina Taylor, S25 Bonanza Pilot, Sarah Deal, Skittles, Steve Lundaby, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Will Hutchison, our quad jet channel members. Thanks to all of you. And all the names you will see subsequently are names that are members of the Tri-Jet and the Twin Jet family here. We have a young plane spotter down below us with, I guess, her dad, propped on the hood of a car, watching the planes come and go here at Dallas Love Field. Yay!
Number 5, Charlie Bravo, where do you park it?
Business Jet Center.
5, Charlie Bravo, make your next left, Alpha 2, left turn Alpha, contact ground, 0.75.
Alpha 2, Alpha, 0.75, 5 Charlie Bravo.
Spin the cam around to get the sunrise view as we await our next aeroplanes. Beto Basilio says, hello from Little Rock, Arkansas. And the Grackle, the aforevisioned Grackle says, ugh, going to be another hot day. Well, it's not starting off as hot as it has been. Mary notes that I'm usually around for chat extravaganza. Ooh, a Grackle. We have some Bizjet activity. Looks to be a Gulfstream G280. A plane which is destined for a place called Chub Cay. C-H-U-B-C-A-Y. I have never heard of that airport. I'm guessing it's some tropical island somewhere. Chub Cay. It has me very curious.
Southwest 1715, which gate did you give in?
Gate 8, Southwest 1715.
1715, you can exit Mike 2, make that jog at Bravo 2 to join Bravo, and contact ground 0.75. Mike 2, Bravo
Chub
2,
Cay, an
Bravo,
island in the
contact ground,
Bahamas, I am
southwest.
informed by
If your company's moving on Mike, you just make the right on Mike and ground points up.
Google.
Okay, so we'll join Mike,
Going over to the west
southwest,
side for takeoff.
Yep, and ground points up. Roger. This is 4934, RNAV, the door set, only one through left, clear to go. So it's 4240 left here, only one through left, line up point. Convoy 13 left, southwest 4240.
Richard Carlisle, coming to us from Indiana, says, "Good morning, Walt and everyone." Hello, Richard. We be chillin' as we wait for some more planes to come in here at Dallas-Fort Worth. And from an airport in Dallas-Fort Worth, more specifically Dallas Love Field. Just making sure they haven't moved all the operations over to the other side of the airport. Looks like
4934.
currently that's where the action is.
4934, we're switching. Come on.
Flight 4240, a 737-700, is off to Midway Airport
Southwest 4240, wind 0603.
on
Door set,
13
only one through left, clear to go.
left.
Door set, takeoff 13 left, southwest 4240.
So we'll just poke our heads over there and watch it go up. Here on a lazy Friday edition of Runway DFW from Dallas Love Field.
Southwest 202 left, are you ready to go again? We'll be ready, Southwest 202. Southwest 202 left, air, 13 left, line up and wait. 13 left, line up and wait, Southwest 202. Southwest 4240, can I reach Patrick? We're switching, have a good day, Southwest 4240.
So the next to take off from the east side is Flight 202 to St. Louis, another 737-700. So we'll kind of do the same thing.
Southwest 202, RNAV, the door set, only one through left, clear to go.
Since 3RE says I see the worldwide outage has not affected Dallas Love Field. I've got to read up on this worldwide outage of which everybody is speaking. I feel like I'm in the dark. But again, I don't know if what we're seeing here is normal operations or if it's limited or if it's more than usual because they're trying to catch up. I don't know because I'm not here in the mornings usually. So here goes Flight 202 off to St. Louis.
555 Gulf Alpha, what was your request? Yeah, once right's now open, so you'll be next to go.
It's the kind of silhouette look we're accustomed to over at DFW Airport when we're at Founders Plaza in the mornings.
Number 555 Gulf Alpha Love Tower, wind 050 at 5, RNAV to door set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff. 3 right, clear for takeoff.
Hey, we have takeoff coming up over here on 13 right.
Options 46 going to dig get your release, however, they got 2 on final real tight, so you'll be up to the second row.
Tower Southwest 887 left base, visual 13 left.
Southwest 887 left tower, company's a mile and
This
a half.
appears to be a
final, wind
Gulfstream
050,
650
Third
ER.
lane 13 left, Southwest 887.
No destination listed.
Number 555 Gulf Alpha, can I reach much?
Go on departure, 555, have a nice day.
Yes. Southwest 1317, turn right at Mike 2, right on Mike, contact ground 0.75, company's a mile, correction, a mile and a half off.
Mike 2, Mike, 0.75, we'll see you at 37.
Flight 887 from Fort Lauderdale in Florida is next to arrive. I think it's coming in on this side. 737-800. Do I see it yet? I don't think I do. We have deployed a new camera today, giving a little test. Okay, I guess I'll call it CamBot in honor of Mystery Science Theater 3000. You can operate on command and shift viewing positions. So it's like having 3 cameras in one.
Options 461, left tower, my 13 left, line plane.
So we've got this shot of the, it's not a very good shot really, but this is not a zoom kind of camera, but it's kind of the parking lot and the control tower there. And then it can spin around and get a shot of us over here, hello,
Left tower, Roger, be next.
and then spin around the other way,
Tower Southwest 887.
and oh, that's where we started.
Southwest 887, left tower.
I think we just had bird strikes in the touchdown zone.
Where was it at?
Right in the touchdown zone, 13 left.
Bird strike 13 left.
Southwest 887, roger that. Turn right at Mike 2, right on Mike, and advise ground if you have any damage.
Mike 2, Mike, and we'll let you know. 82.
Yeah, so that was a,
Options 461, so there's a possible bird strike FOD on the runway, so are you able to make a 180 and then taxi back off the runway over to the Alpha side there? Looks at 436, left tower, remind me.
so we're listening to some tower traffic about a bird strike
436.
over on the east side. They were advising a plane that was about to take off, perhaps to come over here to the west side. As we look at a northbound DART train.
Looks at 436, are you with me?
Flight 436 is not responding.
For options 461, the Embraer on Alpha is going to give way to you, so you can exit the runway and then just, when you're able, just make the 180 and hold short runway 13 left.
Taupe Pear channel member says, love MST3K. You just made my morning with Cambot. Yeah, I don't mean to use anybody else's intellectual property. Joel wouldn't mind. Joel Hodgson, one of the co-creators of Mystery Science Theater 3000, which, if you don't know, it's a show where it's hard to explain, really. You really have to kind of see it. But anyway, I did get a chance to meet, my wife and I got a chance to meet Joel Hodgson one time when he came to Dallas for a live presentation, and we got to the venue early.
One left there, proceed on runway 13 left. The report was right at touchdown on 13 left by air carrier there.
All right, thank you. We'll head over in that direction.
So they're talking about that bird strike on 13 left on the other side of the airport. So anyway, my wife and I were sitting in the audience. This was probably 15 years ago, maybe more. Waiting to see this show that Joel was putting on of Mystery Science Theater. And he and his brother were setting things up in the front, and we're kind of sitting in the middle of the audience. And Joel came up to us to introduce himself as though we didn't know who he was. Yeah, we know who he was. We were starstruck. A very talented guy, and Mystery Science Theater is still going through several incarnations. I am not seeing that aircraft on the radar, so I can't.
Love Tower, Southwest 284, one visual 13.
Can't tell you what it was.
Love Tower, good morning, runway 13 right, third land.
Third land, 13 right, Southwest 284, good morning.
Teresa reports mass outages reported at Cleveland Hopkins Airport in Ohio just coming back online. I'd heard yesterday, or I read yesterday, that there was some kind of a software problem involving Alaska, Allegiant, and Sun Country Airlines, if I remember right. Let's see if, okay. Global tech outage. Flights grounded and offices hit as internet users face disruptions. This is from the Associated Press.
Right, Delta Romeo, Love Tower, Roger, awaiting your release.
A widespread technology outage, grounded flights, knocked banks offline and media outlets off the air on Friday.
Tower, you still want us to hold short
in a massive disruption that affected companies and services around the world.
Hold short, 13 right.
Huh. And yet you are watching us here.
Romeo just got your release. Keep it rolling around the corner. Traffic 6 mile left base. Runway 13 right. Clear for takeoff.
Roger, 13 right, clear for takeoff. 8568 Delta Romeo.
Southwest 284, King Air traffic departing prior to arrival, rounding the corner for the runway. I'll
How did we
advise your
get
position
so
as you-
fortunate? I guess we could have had this problem. And it says here that CrowdStrike, the cybersecurity company, is at the heart of the global outage. It says it is the most advanced cloud-based security technology provider. Well, I think they're going to be having some meetings. Here's that plane we saw taxiing earlier. Out of the blue of the western sky comes Sky King.
Southwest 284 traffic, no factor, level 0705.
Well, we'll do this here thing one more time. Punch that button.
Tower, Alpha 1 is 013 at Alpha 2, so Alpha 13 left back over.
Choose some groovy music.
2 Roger, will call.
Hello, you're watching Runway DFW live from Dallas Love Field in Dallas, Texas. We got about another hour worth of broadcasting to go on this Friday, so welcome on in. I apologize for the extended music mix. As I pointed out earlier, ergonomically, I didn't set this up very well today. The camera's over here, and the soundboard's way over there.
1 Foxtrot Juliet, Love Tower, under 13 left, line up and wait.
I messed up. But I didn't want to miss this aircraft coming in from Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's a MAX 8, flight 284.
Contact regional departure and verified. November 1 Foxtrot Juliet are now to doorstep, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff. Jet 436 left tower, runway 13 left, line up and wait.
That is the sound of a plane taking off on 13 left over yonder on the east side of the airport.
November 1 Foxtrot Juliet, contact regional departure, enjoy your flight.
Dwayne C. says, just read the outage has been fixed. A Microsoft software update had issues. Has to do with the users of CrowdStrike. Apparently, things are starting to get back to normal.
Tower expedite taxi, enter runway 13 left, exit at Alpha 3.
MR Rice says, cool cambot, Walt. Well, that's cambot right there. With a tip of the hat to our friends at Mystery Science Theater 3000. My head pops up because I'm hearing these Bizjet taking off there on the east side, the west side, yeah, the east side. And he says, just goes to show you that even though the most advanced of cybersecurity organization is not immune to failure. Unlike us, we're immune to failure here. Gary Trentlaw says, good morning, Walt. 67 degrees in Northfield, Minnesota. David Vega says, is a fan of the cityscape in the background. Well, because there's nothing else to look at right now. I'll pop that up for you. Downtown Dallas.
707 at 3. Number 885 Kilo Tango traffic will cross downfield prior to your departure.
A few trains at inquires as to the well-being of Mrs. Runway DFW, and she's just fine. You know, I'm going to spin over here because we missed. Didn't see that one going out. Well, I do now. One of your bigger Bizjets.
Number 73 Romeo Papa, contact regional departure. Enjoy your flight.
Going to departure, 73 Romeo Papa.
See if we can get an ID on that.
Kilo Tango are now to doorstep, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
Well, all we know about it is a Gulfstream G550 off to parts unknown, as far as we're concerned.
Runway 13 left, Southwest 3605.
Tom Marchant, channel member, says, good morning, Walt and Runway DFW viewers. And it says here that Tom is our newest member, so thank you, Tom. Oh, no, that's not correct, because Tom is celebrating, I thought that name sounded familiar. Tom is celebrating 8 months of Runway DFW membership, so thank you for that, for your continued support of the channel, Tom. As I scan the radar for more stuff.
Kilo Tango, contact regional departure. Enjoy your flight.
Thanks for your help today. Going to departure.
3605.
MRI says I think he meant to say outage. The computer outage was reported on NHK News this morning around 5 a.m.
Test 21 left tower, runway 13 left, line up and wait. Good morning.
Line up and wait.
Well, there's a parking lot view for you. We'll be here for about another 45 minutes, and then it'll be a quick pack up as far as chat stravaganza. We only have one main camera today. It's kind of keeping things a little tidier than I normally would because it's a shorter show than usual. What you're seeing the tail of there going away from us is flight 3554 to Nashville, a MAX 8. And we'll see that take off within the next couple of minutes.
Contact regional departure. Enjoy your flight.
Switch to departure. Have a great day. Southwest 3605.
Thank you. Test 21, RNAV 2, Dorset. Love wind 050 at 5. Runway 13 left. Clear for takeoff.
Aviation Enthusiast 278 says, good morning, Walton Chat. How's everyone doing today? What's a pleasant morning?
54 left tower, good morning. Runway 13 right, line up and wait. Traffic will cross downfield prior to your departure.
Still,
line up and away. 13 right, southwest 35.
Still in the 70s here as far as Fahrenheit temperatures go, but I would imagine we'll be into the 90s by the late afternoon or mid-afternoon or early afternoon.
Mike Kilo left tower, good morning. Runway 13 left, line up and wait. Traffic departing the parallel.
Line up and wait, 13 left, 20 Mike.
Test 21, contact regional departure. Enjoy your flight.
So long, going to departure, Delta 21.
$35.54, level 1060 at 4, RNAV to Dorset. Runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Dorset, clear for takeoff 13 right, southwest 3554.
The ATC reception is so much better here than at DFW. I was kind of hoping we would have north flow today because
554, contact regional departure. Enjoy
the planes would be coming in right over the Dallas skyline there. But
November 20 Mike Kilo, love wind 080 at 4, RNAV to Dorset, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
Hoodie Saints, how does that pronounce? Sear says good morning, everyone.
Good morning, runway 13 left, line up and wait.
Hello to you, Hoodie. Rohit Parkal says, hello, Walt. Been in the Lurkers Lounge for a while. Just realized you are not at DFW, but Love Field. Indeed. For those of you with question marks over your heads, we are indeed at Dallas Love Field Airport, about 13 miles to the southwest of where we normally are at Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. Symptomless Coma says, I have the only working Windows computer in the world right now. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I know that we're Mac oriented here, so we don't have a...
From 0 Mike Kilo, contact regional departure. Enjoy your flight.
I had to use a Windows computer at work a few days ago.
Through 3,100 on the RNAV whiskey runway 13.
You really get used to the differences. I mean, you know, there are enough similar that you can go between one or the other.
Information Delta is current. Level altimeter 3009, wind 080 at 4.
But,
All right, we'll get that weather. We'll continue for 13 left for Southwest 6.
Airshare 301, RNAV 2 door set, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
Tom Marchand says, do you have a preference on where to stream, Walt, Dallas or DFW? Or Dallas Love Field or DFW? Well, you know, DFW obviously has a wider range of aircraft. I mean, you know, if you like 737s, this is the place to be because it's
Southwest 6, runway 13 left, clear to land.
pretty much Southwest Airlines all the time with their 737s and 737-700s and 800s and MAX 8s. But we do have some better viewing angles here. We're a little closer to the action here at Dallas Love Field, so that's a bonus. And we don't have as many extended times of waiting for stuff to happen at DFW. Usually there's almost always there's something happening there. I think we've got Southwest Flight 6.
Correction, Airshare 301, squawk 6242. Squawk 6242.
Flight 6 arriving from Houston Hobby Airport in Texas. 737 800. No, a 700. But
Airshare 301, thank you. Contact regional departure. Enjoy your flight.
I think it's coming in on the east side.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Tower Southwest 6, just confirming, clear to land, runway 13 left.
06 affirmative, 13 left, clear to land.
13 left, clear to land, Southwest 6.
Low
Well,
10
the plane just went
4.
below the hood of that, or below the roof line of that pickup truck. I think we'll see. Maybe you see it. It's a little bit there. No,
Southwest Tower, good morning, 039, visual approach, 13 left.
there it is. That's all that we'll see. Well, we'll take a look at the tower. How about that?
580 left tower. Say your request.
There's where those announcements are coming from.
Like to fly over, we're going south Midway Regional, so 580.
580 radar contact 1 south of Addison. Cleared in the Bravo airspace. Level altimeter 3009 or crossover midfield at 2000.
Spin around to get a departure over on the east side,
Cleared to 2000, so 580.
I think.
06, turn right when you're able. What's your gate?
All right, right when able, we're going to get off on Mike 2 and we're going to gate 6.
No, I believe I was wrong about that departure.
Southwest 6, Roger. Continue Mike Bravo 5 Bravo. Monitor ground on your way in. Have a good one.
My annual
Mike,
mistake.
Bravo 5, Bravo Southwest 6. Left tower, so it's 139, visual approach, 13 left.
139 left tower, only 13 left or land.
12 left, clear land, and can you verify that paramedics are standing by gate 9er?
Affirmative. They are, and level 1060
Thank you.
Look, the random spotter says, all right, into lurk mode while driving. Y'all be good now, you hear? We will. You be good too. You can listen to us while you're driving, though, you know. Maybe that's your plan.
verify southeastbound to cross over at midfield.
We have Mac Rush fan saying, Mac at home, Windows at work. Mac is so many less clicks to get to your destination. You know, there's always going to be this Mac versus Windows thing. I didn't become...
Love Tower, verify your southeastbound to cross
I was
over
kind
midfield
of
at
late
2000.
to the Mac game. Really only converting
runway 13 right.
kind of shortly before I started this channel in 2021. So it's been the 2020s when I moved over to Mac for all my stuff. It is nice how, if you have an iPhone, how it works so interchangeably with your Mac and with your iPad and all that stuff. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get a bottle of water. Probably need one. I'm going to put on a little music while I get some water. Hang on a second there on Runway DFW.
0 degrees. Southwest 139, turn right when able, contact
Right when able, ground, Southwest 139.
580, you are now crossing over the approach end, but you can contend on your present heading. For future reference, midfield is midfield.
All right. Hey, perfect.
0505.
Tower, Southwest 2559, turning flight on 13 right.
All right, sorry for that extended musical interlude. I still haven't had a sip of water yet, but I wanted to get this arrival. It's flight 2513, just touched down from Orlando, Florida. Correction, I was reading my screen incorrectly. That's flight 4995 arriving from Baltimore Washington International Airport. 737-700. Here's flight 2559 arriving from Tulsa, Oklahoma. As they bread and butter one another. It's another 737-700.
Love 0904. Southwest 2513, company 2.5 out on after go set, 313 right for takeoff.
Here's flight 2513. This one's going out to Orlando, 737-700. Get a sip of this drink.
Runway 13 right, clear land.
13 right, clear land, Delta 4257.
Hello 2513, awesome hustle. Thank you, sir. Contact regional departure. Enjoy your flight.
All right, thanks. Switch departure, Delta 2513 ambulance.
I believe that last departure was being congratulated for hustling to take off so that this plane could land without having to go around. This is flight 249 arriving from Tampa, Florida. A MAX 8 going long.
Love 1090 at 5.
John Mail says, Walter, just heard there are security issues at DFW. Lots of delays. Well, it seems to be a thing this morning.
Southwest 4791, left tower, good morning, runway 13 right, line up and wait.
Good morning, we'll line up and wait. 13 right, Southwest 4791.
I'd like to thank Tom Marchant for the gift of a Runway DFW membership. Thank you, Tom. And taking advantage of that kind offer is Randy Bucksbaum.
Southwest 322, radio departure 13.
272, left tower, good morning, you'll be number 3 for departure, following traffic on the calendar off Bravo.
Plane that just landed was coming in from Washington National Airport. Reagan.
4791 on after go set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
All right, 13 right, clear takeoff, Southwest 4791.
That was a 737 MAX 8. And lined up here, it looks like 4791, flight 4791 to Lubbock, Texas. This is a 737-700, 17-year-old plane.
91, contact visual departure, enjoy your flight.
Good, thank you.
Challenger 595, Charlie Bravo, love wind 080 at 5. Our nav to Dorset. Runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
195, Charlie Bravo, clear for takeoff. 13 left, on air, Dorset.
Papa 372, love tower, runway 13 left, line up and wait.
13 left, line of wait, Southwest 372.
So we've got a couple of jets on their way to Departureville. And we've already got a couple out there, kind of out of our sight. I'd like to thank Michael Flannery for gifting 5 Runway DFW memberships. Thanks to you, Michael. And welcome to our newest members of Runway DFW. And you'll see their names popping up on the screen here.
Enjoy your flight.
Have a good day, 512, I'll take it. Man Tower, by the way, visual for runway 13 right.
Screamer 74, love tower, good morning, runway 13 right, clear to land.
13 right, clear now, by the way, Screamer 74, thank you.
Welcome.
This is a Pilatus PC-12/45, just touching down from Memphis, Tennessee.
372, our nav to Dorset, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Dorset, 13 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest.
There you see a Southwest plane going backwards there.
Tower, lap code 612, Alpha, Charlie 6.
612 going to Atlantic.
Confirm. Yes, ma'am, 612.
So we await
And,
the next
Southwest
departure.
612, Roger, taxi via Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey to Atlantic, monitor ground, have a good one.
Charlie Foxtrot with
Looks like it's going to be flight 1715 to Albuquerque, a 737-700.
November 98, Papa Mike, love tower, good morning, awaiting your release. Love wind 09 or 0 at 4.
I see Michelle R.S. poking her head in there. Hello, Michelle. David Vega is of the opinion that Southwest planes are beautiful.
372, contact regional and departure, enjoy your flight.
Going to departure, Southwest 372, we'll see.
Love wind 09 or 0 at 4.
All right, we have an arrival just about to touch down from Houston Hobby Airport. It's American Jet International Cessna S550 Citation S/2.
Clear for takeoff. Southwest 4616, Love Tower. Thank you for your patience. Runway 13 right, line up and wait.
No problem, 13 right, line away, Southwest 4616.
November 522 Echo Echo Love Tower, UP number 4 for departure following traffic off the parallel. Radar Screamer 74, verify parking Jet Aviation. Radar Screamer 74, Roger, turn left. Charlie 4 if able, if not, expedite to Charlie 3, taxi Charlie. Monitor ground on your way and have a good one.
73 Charlie, monitor.
Chad Hart, another long-term member of the channel, celebrating 13 months. Good morning, Walt, says Chad. Chad, thank you very much for your support of Runway DFW. As we coast to our final half hour of broadcasting here from Dallas Love Field today. That appears to be Southwest Flight 4616, a 737-800, on its way to Las Vegas.
Great, Papa Mike, speed now to permitting, starting an early right turn.
Starting it right out of time now for King Air 9 and Pop Mike.
Right behind this aircraft is our two, count them, two Southwest planes for taking off. Flight 1715 to Albuquerque, a 737-700, and Flight 4914 to Indianapolis, Indiana, a 737-800.
13 right clear for takeoff, Southwest 4616.
2846 on tower, good morning. Runway 13 right, line up and wait.
3 out, line up and wait, Southwest 2846, good morning.
Runway Papa Mike, thank you for the early turn. Contact reasonable departure. Enjoy your flight.
For departure, no problem. King Air 9 and Pop Mike.
South 4616, contact reasonable departure. Enjoy your flight.
4616, have a good day.
Happy day.
46 on after door set. Runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, RNAV door set 2846.
1715 left.
Flight 2846 to Little Rock, Arkansas, 737-700 on runway DFW.
That's 4914 left tower, good morning. You're going to be number 4 for departure off the parallel.
Okay.
That's 2846, contact reasonable departure. Enjoy your flight.
2846, we'll see you.
1715, love wind 090 at 7, our nav door set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV door set, clear for takeoff, 13 right, Southwest 1715.
Falcon 522 Echo Echo, thank you for your patience. Runway 13 left, line up and wait, traffic departing the parallel.
This is Flight 1715 going to Albuquerque.
Southwest 1715, contact reasonable departure. Enjoy your flight.
Departure Southwest 1715, we'll see you.
November 522 Echo Echo on after Dorset, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
Well, now my left field radar has gone out. Or maybe not. Maybe there's just no planes.
I'm sorry, on departure flight runway heading climb, maintain at 3,000 now. Runway 13 left, line up and wait.
Sounds like all the action is over on the east side. Currently. Michelle RS says, hi everyone that's coming in. Welcome to Runway DFW. And she says, my job is now being affected by this global computer glitch. Insurance company websites are down, so we cannot get authorizations for our cancer patients. Veronica Peters, channel member, says, good morning, Walt. Good morning to you, Veronica.
Love 1070 at 6. At 439, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
Tower South 4508, approaching main, visual 13 left.
I do believe we've got another plane ready to take off here.
13 left, 4508.
588 Love Tower, you'll be number 3 for departure following traffic off the parallel and traffic on final.
This should be flight 4914 going to Indianapolis, Indiana, 737-800.
Jet 439, contact you on departure, have a safe flight.
Big departure, have a good flight, Jet 439.
And Michelle RS, one of our original channel members and earliest supporters, and that wrench by her name means she's got a she's one of our great mods and has gifted 5 memberships. So thank you for that, Michelle RS. I seem to be losing my voice. I did get my water finally. I stopped to get a cup of ice on the way, which always makes it super refreshing, but I never put the water in my cup of ice. But now all is right with the world. And welcome to our new members.
Love 1070 at 6. That's 4914, contact regional and departure, enjoy your flight.
Gerard has gifted a Tri-Jet membership. Gerard, another one of our mods. And so happy to see you here today, Gerard, and thank you for that.
4508, turn right, Mike 2, ground 0.75 off the runway, have a good one.
Mike 2 and 0.7.
Robert Bruin wants to know, did you hear about the IT outage? Yes, we've been talking about it this morning. I really didn't know anything about it when I first got here today, but we did read up a little bit about it. And I guess it has to do with security software gone awry. So,
West 312, Love Tower, under 12 right line up and wait, company departing the parallel.
you know when I showed you the tower before, that wasn't the current control tower. It's the original one. The one that's in use now is, well, it's kind of behind our camera 3 tripod. But I'll give you a look at it here. Anyway, there's the actual control tower there. Meanwhile, we're going to swing around here to bring you the departure of Southwest Flight 312 going to Midland, Texas. It's a 737-700. As we look beyond all of our gear arrayed on the roof of the parking garage here.
Was 2828, runway 13 left, clear to land.
July 13 left, that was 2820.
Was 588, recycle transponder not receiving, squawk 3424.
Squawking 3424, Southwest 588.
Other 312, RNAV to Dorset, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Dorset, clear for takeoff. 13 right, Southwest 312.
588, thank you, contact regional departure, enjoy your flight.
We got planes, trains, and trucks in the same shot.
Runway 13 right, line up and wait. Contact Thomas departing 1737.
Good morning. Line up and wait. 13 right, 280. Bravo Whiskey.
Love 1090 at 5. Love 312, contact regional departure, enjoy your flight. Welcome. From 0 Whiskey Bravo, Love 1090 at 5. RNAV to Dorset, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Dorset, clear for takeoff 13 right, 280. The Bravo Whiskey.
That's the sound of me whacking the leg of the tripod with my foot. It's a Gulfstream G280 off to, is this right, to Chubb Bay again?
15 Love Tower, good morning, runway 13 left, line up and wait.
We're trying to call you. We just had somebody get up, so we're going to need to...
We had another plane going to Chubb Bay.
Roger, cancel instructions and advise when you're ready. Turn right, Mike 2, what's your
Must be some kind of a party going on at Chubb Bay.
Zero Bravo Whiskey, contact regional departure, enjoy your flight.
Okay, go on to departure. Have a good day. 0 Bravo Whiskey.
Southwest 2828, Roger. Continue Bravo to Bravo, monitor ground, have a good one.
AJD Geospatial Concepts says, Walt Greatstream, I see you're at the Love Shack. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Caroline Smale says, good morning, everyone. Gerard is doing his usual great job of making sure everybody feels right at home today. Here's a new subscriber, Trin Win, if I read that correctly. Welcome to Runway DFW.
1317 Love Tower, RNAV to Dorset, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
Well, we'll spin around here. We'll have another east side departure, which means we get to see a silhouette of a plane rising into the morning sky. Here in the waning moments of Runway DFW for this Friday morning in the central time zone of the USA. There's the cloud cover today. Kind of patchy.
Tower, good morning, runway 13 left, line up and wait.
So we're looking for flight 1317, I believe it is, going
Good
to
morning, runway 13 left, line up and wait.
New Orleans. I don't hear it yet. I think I do now.
Papa 1317, contact reach from departure. Enjoy your flight.
Good day, so 1370.
Southwest 7, love wind 100 at 5.
Kelly McCutcheon wants to know if the IT outage is causing less air traffic in Dallas. Well, as I said earlier, I don't really know because at least here at Love Field, this is a place I'm not usually at in the mornings. In fact, I was thinking earlier, I'm not sure if I've ever been here this early in the morning at Love Field. So I can't tell you if this is normal traffic or abnormal. I don't know. We're waiting to see what happens here. We may just have to spin ourselves around. Oh, what was that? Okay, that was the flight we were going to see. Just a flight taking off from the east side, which I thought hadn't started its departure yet, but it turns out that it did.
Southwest 7, contact regional departure. Enjoy your flight.
Great day, thank you.
Thank you. Clear 0 Sierra uniform, RNAV 2 door set, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
Caroline Smale wants to know which runway today. We are on the east side of, on the west side of Dallas Love Field, overlooking runway 13 right. There's just a single runway here on the east side, just as there is on the west side. No, we're on the west side. I'm confused because this is the west side, 13 right. The east side, 13 left. Got it. But as we approach our closing time, I'm not seeing anything really.
2162 Love Tower, good morning. Runway 13 right, clear to land. Love wind 1008.
What's your right middle?
Well, we'll have a landing. We'll have, I guess a landing is coming in.
Clear 0 Sierra uniform, contact regional departure.
Looks like it's going to be flight 2162 Southwest Airlines from Colorado Springs, a 737-800. It'll be here in a minute or two. And I think that'll wrap things up for us. As the host of this program has to now go do his regular job. I don't know, this is a regular job to me. I guess it's just another regular job to maintain and update the website of a minor extra-metropolitan television station. Am I right saying love Dallas Love Field has south flow today. Yes, I was expecting north flow, actually. So we will deviate from our beauty shot here.
1007.
Spin around for our final arrival of the morning. Once again, coming in from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And don't forget, even though we're about ready to finish up, we will have our regular chat extravaganza presentation, so you can watch me pack up. It won't be as much as usual because I don't have as much gear deployed today. But here, being on the top of the parking garage, I get to see all these people coming and going, mostly going out beyond trips. Makes you want to go on a trip. I'm looking with my eyes far afield. I can see a plane coming in on approach at DFW Airport.
1007.
I don't know if it's something we could pick up on the camera, but there you see Flight 2162. 737-800. About to come on down from Colorado Springs. Now, don't go out of focus on me.
Monitor ground on your way in. Have a good one.
All right, Charlie, the altitude range, Southwest 2162, mile to go.
DFW 256 Gulf Tower, good morning. Are you up and ready?
We all know.
Yeah, and this one makes a kind of the mid-turn.
So sorry, sir. I just noticed that. You canceled the RNAV and runway 13 left. Still clear for takeoff. 71008.
Well, that's going to about do it for us here from the friendly confines of Love Field Parking Garage. Just after 9 o'clock Central Time. And we have to vamoose. But before we do that, there's this.
Travel arrangements for overseas acts and promotional consideration furnished by Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Pan Am makes the going great. This is Dick Tufel speaking.
You know, I do have a few more folks to thank before we go. If I can find it here on my screen, which is all bathed in sunlight. Okay, here we go. We'd like to thank Runway DFW channel sponsor James Webb for his many, many contributions to our broadcasting efforts. Thank you, James. Also to Airline Videos Live, Kevin and Rudy. Hey, they'll be on the air in about, I believe, 2 hours from now from Chicago, so watch them. And thanks for your batteries, Kev. And to the Runway DFW Moderation Federation, our partners in crime here at Runway DFW. They make sure that your experience is a very pleasant one, and they do that with gusto. So we appreciate that. Thank you to you. And I think that means it's time for this. Yes, it's Chat Extravaganza, where you, the viewer, get to watch me, the host, pack things up. That's really all there is to it, but there is the added element of some 70s production music, so there's always that. So let me get that queued up for you here, and we will begin Chat Extravaganza on Runway DFW.
The hits just keep coming.
That's a little more like it.
Love wind 09 or 08. Contact reasonable departure. Enjoy your flight. Thank you. are now to Dorset, runway 13 left, clear for
And that was great for 6 miles.
No worries.
All right, well, we're about done here. Got a few more things to pack up, but that's going to take us off the air. So thank you for watching Runway DFW and hanging out with us here at Dallas Love Field on a Friday morning. Jingle? Okay, so jingle's finished, I think, and we will play you out with music. Thanks once again for being with us for Runway DFW from Dallas Love Field. We'll be back with you this weekend sometime, I suspicion, from the big airport, DFW International Airport in DFW. Happy contrails to you until we meet again. Thanks again for your likes, your subscriptions, your memberships in the channel, and just for watching this little channel of ours. See you again soon on Runway DFW.